Hello, I'm Joanna Leggett and we're here today in the Gironde region of France, which is in the southwest area of France. We're quite close to Bordeaux and Arcachon, the coast, which is absolutely stunning, beautiful coastline. But where we're situated here is right in the middle of the Saint-Emilion vineyards. And that's why I chose to show this property today, which is absolutely stunning, as you can see behind me. It would have been an old wine chateau in its day, and as you can see, we're completely surrounded by beautiful Saint-Emilion vineyards all around. Saint-Emilion is one of my favourite wines, and if you hadn't tried it, you definitely must do so. Andy, how did you find this beautiful property in the first place?
Well, about 20 years ago, very early days of the internet, there was just this little advert which said, small chateau available in village. We came down to the area and we drove down the hill and we could see it in the distance. And my partner said, we can't afford this. And we came in, we walked up, we stood by the pool, we looked back, we had a quiet chat, and we said to the estate agent, we're having it. And the lady said, but you haven't been inside. And we said, it doesn't matter, we're having it. Then we went inside to discover there was a lot more work than we'd realised.
So when you said there was lots of work to do when you first walked in the property, what sort of work have you had to do over the last 20 years?
Well, for the house itself, it was putting in the nice things, finishing off a spiral staircase, putting a trapdoor in, commissioning some stained glass window, and generally creating what we want from this beautiful structure. But we then got for free a 200 square metre barn, and the plan had always been at some future date we would do something commercial with it. For about 5 years we dreamed of what we could do with this wonderful huge space, and it was like a cathedral. There were no internal walls, and the ceilings held up with stone pillars like medieval pillars, and the whole of the structure of the roof are old sailing boats that have been taken apart sort of 150 years ago. So there was so much atmosphere in it, and this beautiful stone. So we've had constructed these sheets, these cottages around another pool, and for 15 years been blessed by being really full and of so many lovely people.
So, and from a business opportunity, what would you say that your guests love about this area and visiting the manoir itself?
Well, the funny thing is, it's exactly what brought us here in the first place. We're close to the sea, we have the beautiful city of Bordeaux only an hour away, and then we're surrounded by the world's most beautiful vineyards and wine. And there are medieval chateaux, there are tiny towns, there's the 7th century Saint-Emilion. It's just extraordinary. And at the end of the day, you'd get to drink it.
And so, Andy, what is it actually like to live right in the heart of all of these beautiful Saint-Emilion vineyards?
Well, it's fabulous. And the thing that we found after we bought here is it's such a mixture. You've got the high, posh Saint-Emilion chateaux, and they're lovely and they're absolutely gorgeous. But so many of the people around here are small families. They're basically grape farmers who make wine. And knowing them and knowing the bigger chateaux, this comparison, but they all have the same thing in common. They want to suck you into their wine and their way of life. It's a métier. It's not just a job. It's a calling, and it's wonderful. And their enthusiasm just sucks you in. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be going wine tasting. And then I'm going to be going wine picking with my friends who are going to have their vendage in the next 2 weeks. And it's that ability to get into the community that it was a surprise, I have to say, and has been one of the nicest things about living here.
So Andy, how are you feeling about leaving this beautiful property and your next challenge?
Well, after 20 years, it's gradually been growing on us that we've been a custodian of this wonderful place, but it's time to move on. And I just hope to be able to pass it on to somebody who will have as much joy out of it as we have. And it's been a successful, happy 20 years, and that's enough.
So Andy, thank you so much for showing me around your absolutely beautiful property, and really just wish you lots of luck with your next adventure.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
So this beautiful manoir has been converted into a lovely family home, and it also has business opportunities. So if you're looking for lifestyle change, or you'd like to get out of the city and move to the countryside surrounded by this beautiful area, then this might be an opportunity for you. It also has 3 gîtes with a private swimming pool, so the guests can be separate from the actual main house. One of the apartments has 2 bedrooms, the second one has 2 bedrooms, and there's a further gîte which has 1 bedroom for couples that might be travelling around and wine tasting in this beautiful area. So let's go and have a look inside the property. Well, I hope you enjoyed viewing that stunningly beautiful property and loved it as much as I did. If you'd like more details on the property, then please see all our details below, have a look on our website, and our local agent Margaret will be happy to show you around. Thank you.